Hi, my beautiful souls. I hope everybody's doing well. Yes, I look very tired. um, I want to talk about remote viewing. The title of this video is remote viewing. Um, the concept of remote viewing is very interesting. Okay, remember when I said that there was a program, um, a government program, okay, where psychics, seers would use a method or methodology, okay, structured methodology of remote viewing, okay, and some people call remote viewing BS, okay, bullshit, okay. Um, I'm not gonna say remote viewing is bullshit. Um, it depends on. It really doesn't depend on anything, because if you think about it, if you can remote view, okay, remote viewing. You can even Google the word remote viewing. Okay, remote means that you're not in the same location. Okay, you're in a different location and you're channeling, okay, um, we'll say another person, okay, case number one, or yeah, case number one, or target one, okay. So if we're saying target one, okay, we're using a military term instead of using um, the individual, okay. So remote viewing, there is, it is real. It Seers and oracles are psychics, okay, mediums. So they already know how to remote view. Some of them, okay, because when you talk about the concept of an oracle or a seer, um, they have different um, gifts. Okay, so you can be clansitian, clairvoyant. You can hear, see. Um, so what I'm getting as remote viewing, because I will be doing a video on remote viewing. Um, Hopefully I can get to it by tomorrow. Okay. Um, I had to sit down where I'm at right now to even put this video out to you guys. Okay. So there is remote viewing is possible. Okay, it just means that you are in a certain location remotely, okay, from the target, or the person that you're trying to see what they're doing. Okay, so when I call remote viewing, for me, myself, okay, as a seer, is channeling. Okay, channeling the person, channeling where they're at, what they're doing. Okay, it's like me. Okay, say I'm going, when I was channeling the Pope. Okay, all night, all night. Okay, for hours. Okay, it's very draining. It's very tired. It's very tiresome. Okay, um, and it takes a lot out of you. Okay, especially if you're doing it all the time. Okay, channeling. Okay, channeling is remote viewing. Okay, it's just another term. um so when you're channeling, and it depends on the target individual that you're channeling, the energy that is the energy the person carries, or the energy around the person. Okay, sometimes the energies are very heavy, sometimes the energies are very light. Okay, and when I mean heavy, when I was channeling the Pope and I say heavy, okay, that is an understatement. Okay, and the reason why I say it's an understatement is because of not just his energy, but the energy that surrounds him. Okay, so the energy when I was channeling the Pope, okay, which I don't believe the Pope is still alive, okay. That guy that we seen in the wheelchair, I don't know who that guy is, okay, just saying. And this happens a lot of times, okay. So when I was channeling and I seen the council, okay, the council here, the Council of Nicaea, okay, there was a whole bunch of energy surrounding him, himself, okay, but I don't believe he's still alive, okay. So I don't know who this man that was pushed in that church, okay, I don't know who that was, okay. And this is what they do when they're manipulating the masses, are manipulating our perception, okay. And I see this a lot, okay, and I see it mostly with celebrities. I also see it with not just celebrities. When I was channeling Elon Musk, okay, when I was channeling Kate, okay, Kate Middleton, okay, what happens is they have other psychics, or if you want to say other people that practice occult knowledge, right? So what they'll do is they'll try to cloak their energy, okay, which they can't cloak it with me, okay, because the reason why I say they can't cloak it with me, they tried to cloak it, okay. When I was doing Kate's reading and Diana's reading, okay, their energy was cloaked, okay. And how they cloak it is they use occult knowledge, okay, to cloak the energy. When I did Kate Middleton's reading, I'll never forget, okay, and she was in the car with William, okay. There was something that they were doing to, it was like a projective, not a projective, how can I say it? Not a project. It kind of looks like a projection, but it wasn't a projection. Okay, that's what they were trying to make it seem. Okay, while she was in the car. But this happens a lot of times. Also, sometimes it happens with families. Well, children that I did reads on, that their families have been. Their families are occult families. Okay, so like John Benet Ramsey, Eaton Patz came from a cult family. Who else did I do a read on that came from a cult family? Like they were born into a cult family, okay? So when they're born into a cult family and they practice certain kind of occult knowledge, because if you look at the metaphysical itself, everything is occult, okay? Everything, even me channeling, is some kind of metaphysical occult, because I'm channeling, okay? So I'm channeling the individual, okay? So what they'll try to do is they'll try to cloak, and when I say cloak, is they'll try to make it so seers, psychics can't see the energy that is presented to us, and the energy presented to us is the person that's presented to us, okay? So for me personally, remote viewing is very real, it's very possible, and you don't have to have a technique, okay? What you can do is you can visualize, okay? So I'm gonna tell you guys one way that I do it, okay? So one way I do it is I don't have to have my eyes closed. My eyes can be open, okay? And I will focus on a particular person and I will see their face in front of me, okay? So we'll say, for instance, Oprah Winfrey. Okay. So Oprah Winfrey, I can see her face in front of me. I'm visualizing it and I'm focusing in on it. Okay. And I stay focused in on it for a very long time. Okay. Sometimes when you're focused in, sometimes you don't, if you are a seer, okay, sometimes you can get it right away and sometimes you can't. So you have to, it depends if you're distracted in any kind of way. Okay. Me, I like to do it in a quiet space. Like right now, I'm not in a quiet space, but it doesn't matter where I'm at, but I'm not in a quiet space. There's people walking around. You have to block out everything. Okay. So say you can even have a picture of the person. Okay. So you can put the picture of the person in front of you, right? And you can either close your eyes if you want to do it, and block out every sound that's going on around you. Okay, every sound, you have to block it out. Okay, so you can either close your eyes and do it, and you block out the sounds that are around you, and you visualize who you're seeing. Okay, and you keep doing it. Sometimes you can pick up on something right away, and sometimes you can't. So what I do is I come back to it. Okay. That is a part of channeling. Okay, that is remote viewing, and then you can actually sometimes see what you can see what the person's doing. You can see where the person's at. Okay. And you can channel them. That's the same thing. Remote viewing is the same thing as channeling. Remote viewing is like you're actually seeing the person. Channeling is you're channeling their energy. It's the same thing. Okay, it's just two different words. Okay, because remote just means you're in a different location. Okay, so when people say that they have to use a technique, that's bullshit. Okay, that is straight bullshit. The ones that have to use, everybody has a certain way of doing things, and that's every psychic, every seer, every medium have different ways where they connect to the spiritual realm. Okay, and a lot of times they always see the spiritual realm before they see the physical realm. Okay, and they're using every sense that they have. Okay, this is why I said in my video that they teach you the basic senses, smell, touch, hearing, right? But there's so much more as far as senses. Okay, the eyes, right? The sounds, the smell. Okay, the visualization, telepathically. Like we can communicate telepathically communicate with each other. Okay, it is possible. We do it all the time. We do it with our kids. The moms that have children know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what your child is thinking, right? And then they come and ask you the question that you already know they're going to ask you. That's called telepathically communicating, because the child is not saying anything at that moment, but you're picking up on the child's cues. Okay, and you know, okay, this child's going to ask me for this. Okay, or this child's going to ask me for that. All right, without them even speaking verbally. Okay, so everybody does channeling different. Okay, some things that I do when I channel, when I'm getting stuff, I start drawing, I start writing. Okay, because it's coming to me so fast, so I'm trying to process it as much as I can. Another way I get it is dreams. Okay, my dreams. Okay, And then sometimes if I'm having a hard time channeling, what I'll say is, say I want to channel a specific person, right? Like Oprah Winfrey, okay? Because I will be channeling Oprah Winfrey, okay? Um, what I and I don't I've channeled her before. It's not my first time channeling Oprah Winfrey, okay? Um, but when you channel evil and vile people like that, the energy is very heavy, very very heavy, okay? Because of the energy they carry, okay? When somebody's energy is lighter, okay, I say lighter, most of the time it's a child's energy, because the child has a pure innocence energy, so their energy is more lighter. It depends on if the child had any traumatic experience. Sometimes the energy will be a little bit heavier, okay? Like if they've been trafficked, if they've been abused in any kind of way, or if they're missing, okay? Their energy will be different, okay? A child that is sitting, like my grandson, for instance, he's in school, okay? So if I want to channel him, I'll just start channeling him, okay? And see what he's doing, okay? Sometimes when you're channeling, it's very interesting, because when you're channeling, you can actually hear what is being said where the person's at, right? So I'm channeling my grandson. He's in a classroom, right? And I'm not gonna say the grade he's in, and I can see what he's doing, and it's very interesting, okay? And this happens with my children too, all my children, okay? I have adult children and I have grandchildren. When I want to know if something's going on with my children and they won't tell me, I always channel, okay? I've always channeled. I've always known as a mother, before I would get a phone call, that something was off, okay? Because I am telepathically, all right, communicating, okay, and channeling and remote viewing, okay, because they're not in the same location as me. So people use different ways, different techniques of channeling, okay. Also, people use different ways and different techniques of meditation, okay. Some people close their eyes when they're meditating. Some people don't have to close their eyes when they're meditating. Some people like a quiet space when they're meditating, because they don't know how to block out the sounds and the distractions, okay. There's an African prop, okay, a man in a market that can take out the sounds, right, is a very intellectual man. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, okay? But I learned how to block out certain sounds, and the reason why I've learned it are certain noises, because when I'm channeling, I will have other people coming through, okay? And it's just too many people coming through at one time, okay? And I can't channel all these people at one time, okay? It's just too much. There is a man that keeps coming to me. I don't even know if this man's alive, you guys. He's a Caucasian male, and I guess he was in Hollywood at one time. And he keeps coming to me, and he keeps trying to like come through, right? And I keep brushing him off, right? Because I'm not ready to channel him, or I choose not to channel him, okay? But he wants to get his truth through, okay? And I kept seeing his face, and I'm like, whose face am I seeing? Okay, like, who the hell is this guy? Okay, I still, so I seen his face. He presented himself to me, right? And I'm like, okay, I got to the point where I was trying to block him out, and he kept coming. And so then he says his name, okay? And he knew I was trying to block him out because I didn't want to talk to him, okay? But he's like, he wants his story told, okay? I don't believe this man is here, okay? I believe he has crossed over, okay? Because the way he keeps coming to me, and he's like, tell my story, okay? So I went on my phone and I looked up his name because I heard his name, okay? And I seen the video that he made, and I'm like, oh shit, you know? So I think after he made that video, he was deleted, okay? And at that point in his life, he was so sick and tired of the lies. He was living a lie. And he was sick and tired of it, okay? And he was fed up with the bullshit, okay? Because when I watched the video, I was like, oh shit. Like, and he even said in the video that he might not live after this video, okay? He said it, okay? So he gave me his name, and I seen the video, and I'm like, do I want to do this video on this guy? But if I don't do it, he's going to keep coming, okay? And I'm like, not right now, okay? And this happens a lot, okay? It kind of brings me back to the movie with Whoopi Goldberg. You remember how Whoopi Goldberg was like, when Patrick Swayze passed away and he was murdered, okay? And Patrick Swayze was coming to her, and she was like, she thought she was going crazy, okay? That's what I'm being referenced to, okay? That's what I'm referencing, what happens to me, okay? So you try to block them out, and it's kind of hard because they'll keep coming through. Or I say to them, not right now, okay? And that happened with which read was that I did? When I did the read on the missing children in Tennessee that were Alex. It happens. They come to you. They can come to you at weird times, day, night. It doesn't matter. You could be doing something and they can come to you. Okay. And I was sleeping, and I was like, I'm not waking up. Okay. So, and I always reference Alex. I don't know why, but when I seen Alex, it was like he was here in the physical, okay? I was in my room, I was sleeping, and I live by myself, okay, with my cat. So this is not the cat I have now, my old cat, okay? So I'm laying in bed, and you know how you just happen to look, like, open your eyes a little bit? And I looked up because I felt a presence, right, at my door to my bedroom. And I looked up, and I seen the person standing at my doorway in a gray hooded sweater, okay, the sweater that he was wearing when he went missing. And I just looked at him, and I'm like thinking to myself, not right now. You know what I mean? So then when I woke up, he was still waiting, you guys. And I told his story. You guys remember that? I don't know if some of you guys remember that. I did that reading on Alex, the missing Mexican boy from Tennessee. And I did that reading on him that morning. And I think it was like the next day I went back to that same location, and the tree that I was actually sitting on, the stump of the tree wasn't, it was gone. Somebody cut the tree down. The stump that I was sitting on, they cut the stump down. It was literally gone. Okay? It was like the stump was never there. Okay? And then this also happened with me with when I did the video on the meat, the processed meat. The meat store that I went to and talked to the gentleman, the video, I still have it. The video is still on my videos. It was probably one of the 4th or 5th videos I did on my YouTube channel. The store was burned down, okay? And the guy at the store that was working at the store was telling us about meats and how meats are processed and all that, and where they're coming from, Canada, Mexico, and different places. And then a couple months later, the store is burnt down, okay? And I'm like, what the fuck, okay? So the store's still there, but it's burnt down. I drove by it and I'm like, what the hell happened? And somebody was like, there was a fire, okay? So shit like this happens, okay? But tomorrow I will be doing a video on remote viewing. And I'm going to channel, okay? I was picking up, and I've been picking up on this since yesterday, okay? There's somebody that is watching my channel that is from a place called, it starts with an M. Hold on. I don't know if I can. Hold on. It starts with the M. Motivi. It starts with the M. Motivi Islands. I think it's in Asia. I looked at the place. It's a very beautiful place. But somebody that is viewing my channel yesterday, I seen them in it starts with the M. Motiville is not in the United States, okay? It's outside of the United States. Motiville Islands or something, okay? They've been following my channel for quite some time, okay? And I'm trying to pick up on who it is, okay? I was getting Oprah when I was picking this energy up, but I'm like, why would Oprah watch my channel? Okay? Who am I? Okay? I'm just saying. I mean, I have some celebrities that I know for a fact that watch my channel. Tiffany Haddish, if you're watching, what's up? Jennifer Lopez, if you're watching, what's up? Chris Stokes, if you're watching, what's up? So I know the certain celebrities that are following my channel, okay? Because I can see them by remote viewing. And then I have this old man. Well, I wouldn't say he's old. He's in his late 50s, 60s. He's a Freemason, okay? He's been a Freemason all his life. He's was born in a Freemason family. He's been watching my channel for a very long time. It's like he's obsessed with my damn channel, okay? Yes. I see you, okay? I see you, okay? But it was interesting because when I was doing my live, and last night, and I said that I wanted to do remote viewing, I was picking up on Oprah Winfrey, okay? And then I said her name, and then I was picking up the islands of Motives, okay, Motives, okay, the Motivi Islands. I think that's what it's called. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. You guys, I need to get my hair done. Yeah, the Motivi Islands, okay. I think she frequents this island. I think it's in Maltese. Anybody that's watching me, I think it's in Asia. I was picking up that she frequents this island, okay, or this place. And then I looked at Maltese. It's a very beautiful place. It's very remote. It's very beautiful, okay. And I can see why she would visit this island, okay. That's where I last seen her, okay, on this island, okay. Does she have a residency there? I don't know, okay. We know she has one in Hawaii and many other places, but I feel like she frequents, she's always in this island, okay, but she doesn't mention it, okay. Maltese Island, okay, that's where I seen her, okay. When I said her name, as soon as I said her name, I heard Maltese, okay, and then I looked it up because I've never even heard of this place, okay. So that is where I last picked up Oprah Winfrey, okay. I don't believe she's there now, but she was there, like not too long ago, okay, because she travels a lot. But I will do remote viewing, you guys. I will do it live, and then I will do a thing with you guys where I'm gonna write a color down on a piece of paper, and then I'm gonna fold the piece of paper, and then you guys guess what color I wrote down. You guys can do this yourself, because a lot of you guys out here, I feel like we all have a gift of seeing. Some people just are more tapped in, because I feel like a lot of us have this gift, okay? But I don't feel like that you wake up one day and you have this gift. I know for a fact that you have to be born with a gift, okay? But people second guess their gifts, okay? And you need to stop second guessing your gifts, okay? Because you can see. You always could see, okay? Maybe you were scared to see, okay? Because I remember as a child, I seen shit and I was scared, okay? But I learned to embrace it, okay? And some of you guys have this gift and you're scared of the stuff that you see, okay? It scares the shit out of you, and maybe you don't want to see it, okay? Because some people, I always say sometimes I used to always say it's a curse, but it's not a curse. It's a blessing to actually see, okay? And sometimes you don't want to see. When I say it's a curse, it's the things that I see that I don't want to see, okay? But I have to see them. A true seer has to see the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, okay? And go in between the realms of existence, as above, so below, okay? So you have to see the good and the bad, okay? All right, you guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you guys are. Yes, I look tired. I do look tired, okay? But I just stopped and I just wanted to talk to you guys about the remote viewing. And I'm going to get some rest and I'll be back on. And I want to do a thing where I'm going to put a color on a piece of paper, and I want you to use your psychic abilities, the ones that are born with the psychic abilities, to guess what color I wrote on the paper, or the color I'm thinking, but I'll write it on paper, okay? And you guess the color, and then I'm going to do a remote viewing session, channeling, because that's basically what I do, is channel, okay? So there's different kinds of gifts that people have. Some people are clairsentient, some people are clairvoyant. I'm clairsentient and clairvoyant. I hear and see, okay? I just don't see, I hear. Also, There's so many of them. I put a list of them, and I put a list back up. So some people, and then some people are mediums, but not psychics. Okay. The ones that are astrologers, it bothers me sometimes. I have nothing against astrologers because they use your birth chart to get their information. Okay. Um, and there's different kind of astrologers. You have different kind of astrologers, like the study of it, like Vedic, and then I guess American astrology. There's different kinds, but they use, it takes time, it takes skill. Okay, I'm not saying they don't have a skill, they have a skill, but just because they can put the numbers together of your placements of your charts, because every zodiac sign runs through our birth chart. Okay, every zodiac sign is at one point placed in the zodiac sign. We have our placements are at one point at every sign. Okay, at different times. Okay, so not all astrologers that present themselves as psychic are truly psychic. Okay, they just use the numbers in the charting of your astral chart. Okay, and some people are really good at it, and some people are not good at it. I'm not good at it. I tried it. I had my friend that was Egyptian try to teach me, and I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Okay, I'd rather just channel and just see the shit that I need to see as a psychic. Okay, because some people are good at astrology, and some people that are astrologers are not psychics. Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, because they're studying your birth chart. That doesn't make them psychic. Okay, they're just astrologers. Okay, and I hear a lot of people say they're psychic, and they're psychic. This Indian lady, I just heard her, and I'm like, she's talking bullshit. Okay, because psychics know psychics. Okay, psychics fucking know psychics. I can, right now, I'm at a small mall. If a psychic walks by me, I know that person is psychic. Okay, psychics know psychics. Seers know seers. Okay, we know. Okay, so when she was saying that she was psychic and she was astrologer, and I was listening to her, I'm like, what the fuck? The bitch is not psychic. She's just an astrologer. Okay, and she's telling people, and she sounds dumb as fuck because I see through her. Okay, and I'm telling you, psychics know psychics. Okay, we just know. Okay, telepathically, we know. Okay, there was a girl that was in the same room with me. Okay, a Caucasian girl, and she was psychic. Okay, and I picked it up right away. Okay, now did she say, oh, I'm a psychic, or I'm a seer, or this or that? No, I knew. Okay, I don't know if she knew, but I knew she was psychic. Okay, because I picked it up right away. Okay, because I could read her energy. Okay, so psychics know psychics. Okay, but the lady that was Indian, that was she's famous. She's a famous astrologer. She's not a psychic. Okay, and then I seen another lady, and it pisses me off when I see this shit. Okay, another lady, and I'm not knocking nobody's gifts because everybody has different gifts. Okay, nobody's better than the next person. Okay, then I see another lady. I seen another lady, and she was also astrologer. Okay, and she's saying she's psychic. I'm like, I just wanted to come through my damn phone and say, bitch, you're not a seer, you're a damn astrologer. Okay, stay in your lane. Okay, and then I seen, I'm telling you, the shit I see, I'm just like, what the fuck? And then some of them that are bots, I'm like, what the fuck? They're bots, and they're reading tarot cards. and they're saying shit and they're not even real. Like, this is my fucking hair, okay? This is my face. And he just was like, this is a fucking AI, okay? A bot. And then I seen another lady. She said she worked for the government, okay? And she wanted to be in the program, the psychic program. I'm laughing, guys. I'm tired. She wanted to be in the psychic program. And I'm just like, her eyes is so damn black, okay? When I looked at her eyes, I'm like, this woman, she said that, okay, I guess she worked for the government. And at that time, they were looking for psychics, okay? When they started a program, they still have this program today, okay? A psychic program today, okay? And they also look for children that are psychic, okay? Yes, they go to a school, okay? Yes, a school. It looks like a college fucking dorm, okay? And then you drive into the college, and there's different buildings, and you have people in the different buildings with different gifts, okay? The shit is real, okay? And then they start them at a young age, and then they grow up, and then they work for wherever they need them at, okay? But they know their names, they know everything about them, and they study them, okay? They study these psychics, okay? Because they're like, how these psychics have this gift? I mean, the government knows that we exist, okay? But they study them. And some of us, like me, a lot of us we are hidden for a reason, okay? All our life, okay? Because some of these people that have a gift as psychics, and I'm seeing autistic people too, they do experiments on, like MK Ultra, okay? So there is places where they use people for remote viewing. They use the psychics for different things, and this is everywhere, okay? Every president in the United States had a psychic and had an astrologer, okay? And I think it was Obama. When I was channeling Obama, what I seen him do was when he was over there in Africa, okay, he went to what do they call those people in Africa? They're psychics. They're psychics, and they have a name. But he went to go see one of those. Even people in the religious sects go and see these psychics or seers, okay, because they want to know, okay, is this going to happen, or this is going to happen, okay, or this is going to happen, or this is going to happen, and then they put them on their payroll, okay. Remember, I told you that every president of the United States was groomed to be a president. Not just presidents, people in positions of power were groomed to be in those positions of power, okay? Politicians, presidents, they all were groomed at an early age to be in the position that they were already in, or they're about to come into, okay? They were groomed to be in the position that they're going to be in, okay? And they were picked to be in the position that they're going to be in. And they all use astrologers, and they all use psychics, okay? So the psychic that I seen that was working for the government, I can't remember the show she was on, but her eyes were like, you see how my eyes are? I have that little light to my eye. Her eyes were completely black, okay? And I was listening to her, and I was like, and then they were asking her questions about aura, because some psychics can see aura. I can see aura, okay? Um, and what she was saying was like, it didn't make sense, okay? So I'm like, where the fuck did they get this woman from, okay? But what I noticed from her was they were also experimenting on her, okay? So they were using her and they were experimenting on her. So her brain is like freaking fried, okay? And so she was also, if you want to say, a certain kind of MK Ultra, because she was being studied on. She was doing tests. They would do tests on them, make them do tests. It was bizarre what I was picking up from her, okay? And the things that she's seen, I was seeing it and I was like, what the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? That's why I said I'd rather work for myself, because the shit they have to go through, okay? And she was like that when she heard about the program, she wanted to be a part of the program. And I'm like, you have to be born a psychic, okay? You don't wake up one day and bump your head and you can see, okay? You are born as a seer, okay? And not just that you're born, it's through a bloodline, okay? So you'll have other people in your family with the same thing that can see too. So a lot of you guys come from families of seers, okay? And you might not even know it, or you might know it and choose not to tap into that gift, okay? Because it frightens you, it scares you, okay? It frightened me for a very long time. My dad, I'll never forget when I was young, my dad used to ask me for lottery numbers, and then some people always say, so if you're psychic, why don't you just go play the lottery, okay? It doesn't work like that, okay? You might get a couple numbers, but I mean, if you get all the numbers, shit, you're good, okay? You're really good, okay? Give me some numbers, okay? But yeah, so yeah, some people, there, it's not some, all psychics or seers are born into families of seers, okay? But if you're an astrologer and you say that you're psychic and you're just an astrologer, you're just an astrologer. And then we have some astrologers that say they're psychic that have worked for the CIA and FBI, and they have channels and they predict things that are going to happen. And the reason they're able to predict it is because they have worked for the FBI or CIA. So they have been in the inside, okay? So that's where they're getting all their information, okay? And then they're coming on their lives and saying that they are going to predict this and predict that, and they have worked for the government, okay? And they know things from working for the government, okay? And then they come on their live and they predict the present and the future, and they work for the government. That's how they know a lot of things they know, because they were inside and they learned a lot from the inside, and they listened and they took all that in, and they were able to predict and say what they seen or they heard, okay? That's just like Jaguar Wright, okay? I'm not knocking Jaguar. I like Jaguar. But at one point in time, Jaguar Wright was a part of the Illuminati, okay? So she knew the ins and outs of the Illuminati, okay? And that's the same thing with, what's his name? What's that comedian that says he's not a part of the Illuminati? If you guys believe he's not a part of the Illuminati, you guys are a fucking fool, okay? What is his name? He wears that big chain on him. He's a part of the Illuminati, okay? But he'll tell you he's not, but he is, okay? He has the Masonic necklace that he wears. He's a part of the Masonic order. Yes, Cat Williams. Thank you. Yeah, Cat Williams is a Masonic. He's Illuminati. Okay. So when he says he's not, he's lying. Okay, that's why Jaguar Wright knows what she knows, because she was a part of the Illuminati. Okay, she was a part of it. Okay, she was a part of the Illuminati. She was a dominatrix. Okay, a dominatrix is, you know how they dress up in the leather and they beat people with the damn whip. Okay, for entertainment purposes. She worked for Jay-Z, so she was in the inside. Hey Maria, the level of yeah, the level of, see, you guys, this is all, you gotta look at it as it's all a play. Okay, it's all a play. They're all faking it, and it's all a play. Okay, deception. Yes, the level of deception from the folks are just keep. Yes, because they're all. But what's happening now, Maria, is the ones that are being deceptive, are being exposed. They will be exposed. Okay, so like, say I have a face mask on, right? Your asses will be exposed. Okay. Yes. Like we see Biden, that is not Biden. When we see Biden on TV, that's not Biden. Okay. Some of them are wearing face masks. Okay. This is my real neck. Okay. But they wear these masks on them. Oh, the image of Jaguar, right? So let's talk about Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright has been talking about the Illuminati. Jaguar Wright has been talking about Jay-Z, P. Diddy Combs, and other celebrities, because at one point she was a part of Illuminati. Okay? But they used her up and they threw her out. And they do this with a lot of celebrities. They use them up for their talent. They take their gifts. They could be songwriters. They'll take their songs and they'll have another singer sing the songs, and they'll take all the money that. So Jaguar Wright wrote songs. She did write songs. That's what I was seeing. But they took her work and had somebody else sing the songs. Okay, this is what they do, because she doesn't present an image, and she didn't want to play the game anymore. Okay, and then also her son was murdered. Okay, but she did play the game at one time. Okay, because for her to even get a part of the industry, she had to play the game. She had to be part of the game, just like Cat Williams. They have to be a part of the game to play the game. Okay, you can't play the game if you ain't a part of the game. Okay. Yes, Jaguar Wright says that she was a dominatrix. So if you think of dominatrix, you think of dark web. You think of the videos that they do, how they blackmail. The celebrities are being blackmailed, and they record it so they have evidence and proof. Okay, just like P. Diddy's bodyguard, Gene Dill. He was a part of the club. Okay, he was a part of P. Diddy's stuff. Okay, and then he wants to come on television to redeem himself. Okay, because obviously you're the bodyguard, you're seeing what the in and outs are. Okay, you think he didn't see what was going on, and he just turned an eye? I mean, obviously he knew what was going on. Gene Dill. Okay, Gene Dill. Yes, Gene Dill, if you're watching my channel. Okay, just like Jaguar, I have respect for Jaguar. Okay, because it takes strength to go against a system that you was a part of. Okay, but Is all her intentions pure for going against them? No. Okay? They didn't give her the record deal. Okay? That pissed her off. Okay? Yeah, Jaguar's son is deceased. One of her sons. And then one of her sons was on Tasha K. Tasha K wants to get back at Jaguar. There's a feud going on between Tasha K and Jaguar, right? So Tasha K brought Jaguar's son, and obviously Jaguar's son, the one that's alive, his brain or entity that's in him, he's fragment. So they got a hold of him already. Okay? Somebody's paying him to talk. Okay? They're not just paying him to talk, they're telling him what to say for entertainment purposes. Okay, so when they sign the contract, they sign it in red. When they sign the contract, there has to be a sacrifice. Okay? And normally, well, not normally, most of the time it's a family member. I'm not saying that she had her son taken out. I'm not saying that, okay? Because that's not what I was picking up from Jaguar, okay? I wasn't picking up that she had anything to do with her son's murder, okay? I was picking up the opposite, that she didn't have nothing to do with his crossing, okay? Yes, she did say that he was sacrificed because of the contract agreement. She did not keep her end of the contract. Okay, so instead of them, well, they have been trying to go after Jaguar. They put her in a mental hospital. They try to take her life multiple times. They still are trying to kill Jaguar, right? Okay, they're still trying to take her life. Okay, it was her bodyguard. Her bodyguard is deceased. I think he's deceased. Her bodyguard. She had a bodyguard. He just passed away. He was set up. And he wasn't set up by Jaguar. He was set up by somebody that he entrusted, that he knew, that he thought that he could meet this person and get information for Jaguar. And they wound up taking his life. He was beat. Yeah, I'm seeing like he met up with somebody and he was like, they beat him up. And they were asking him for information and he wouldn't give up the information. This is what I'm seeing psychically. They beat him real bad. Okay, they beat him until he took his last breath. Okay, for entertainment purposes. Yeah, Jaguar's son is deceased. And this is what even happens with famous psychics. Famous psychics that have read for celebrities. Famous psychics that have worked for celebrities. Know the in and outs of what is going on with celebrities. Some of the famous psychics that work for celebrities, you don't know who they are, because they don't want you to know who they are, because they don't want to come out and say, oh, I work for celebrities, because they might not be here anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know the in and outs of the parties that they have attended. So yeah, so you have, if you look at the whole thing, anybody that goes into the industry, and it's really sad because some people that go in and not knowing, blindly, that they have to sign an agreement, a contract, and some people going in knowing they have to sign a contract. Okay, and if you notice with many celebrities, like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's father. Remember when Michael Jordan's father, for entertainment purposes, Michael Jordan, his father. Okay, when I do readings on celebrities, not all celebrities die from the hands of the Illuminati, okay, or the Freemasons. Some of them pass over of natural causes, but majority of them that I channel and that I do reads on, they're not dying of natural causes. Okay, just saying. Um, they're being deleted. Okay. Yeah, when I see Jaguar, it's interesting because when I first seen Jaguar and I did reads on Jaguar, I warned Jaguar in a lot of my reads that she was being watched, and they had a device. It was like, it looks like a small device, you know, you put underneath a car. Um, and she was being watched, okay, and followed, and the reason why, and this is why she hasn't been sued, okay, because she wants to be sued. She wants to be heard in a courtroom, okay. She wants her story told, okay. She tells us what she wants us to know, okay. Jaguar Wright knows more than what she tells us, okay. She tells us what she wants us to know, okay. But she knows more. Just like Gene Dale knows more than what he says, but they only tell us what they want us to know, okay. There's more to the story, right? So we have to figure out the other parts of the story that they're not telling us. But yeah, when I see Jaguar, it's interesting, Maria, because I do see her as a dominatrix, okay? But I like Jaguar. I do. I've always said in all my videos, I like her. I really do like her because the strength that she has, okay, to go against the establishment, knowing that her son is no longer here. I mean, that would make any mother angry, okay, and want to come after everybody. You understand what I'm saying? But she knew what she was getting into because she had to play the game, just like Cat Williams. Cat Williams got to play the game, okay? Cat Williams comes on here and he tells you what they're doing, and he's a part of it. I mean, it's crazy. And then he says he's not a part of it. Yes, he is a part of it, okay? He still goes to the meetings, okay? Yes, the Freemason meetings, okay? The Illuminati rituals, he's still a part of it, okay? He still attends, okay? He wears the necklace. If you see the necklace around his neck, I mean, if he's not, he's rocking the necklace. He's telling you, I'm a Freemason. And what? You understand what I'm saying? He's saying it like it's right there. Okay? He's not hiding it. Okay? But he's telling us that he's not a part of it. He is a part of it. If you think he's not, you're a fool. And I don't even think, when I last seen Cat Williams, it don't even look like Cat Williams. Okay? So I don't know if they have cloned him already. I don't know. Okay? Clone Aid needs to do a better job of their clones. Just saying. Okay? Because the clones, there's multiple clones. You can tell they're not the same person. Okay, Cat Williams don't look like the same person. So have they cloned Cat Williams? Okay, just saying. Okay, because this is what they do. All right, you guys. All right, you guys, I'm getting off this live. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thank you, Cal, Horation, and Maria. Thank you guys for joining me. A lot of things we see out here is a delusion and illusion. And a lot of things that are hidden will be revealed to a lot of us, okay? All right, you guys. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.